My name is Holly Hope. I'm 14 years old, and this is my story. "You're going to be okay, Holly. Just keep running. Get outside," he shouted. Keep running. I'm all for it, running. There was no way I was going to keep up this pace until I got outside. It was getting closer. I could feel it getting closer. It boomed, and I could hear it getting closer. I knew the only way to survive was to get outside. I wanted to get outside. I wanted to get far away from here. I wanted to cuddle up with my mum and watch A Message in a Bottle for the 50th time. But she wasn't here. Monday, 4th of September 2006. "Hello, Holly," asked Mum. "Did you have a good first day back at school?" She was carrying some beautiful shoes with little patchwork butterflies on them. They were going to fit the girl Mum was walking towards perfectly. Everything my mum did was perfect. Well, excluding her spaghetti bolognese. Everything my mum cooked was wonderful, but her spaghetti bolognese was always wrong. As I was saying, my mum was perfect. Everyone loved her, and she loved everyone back. When I was around her, I felt warm and filled with happiness. "Do you want me to help with anything?" I asked. And yes, I had a good first day back at school. "Oh, thank you for offering, Holly, but I'll be all right. You go home, and I'll be home around 5:15. She turned back to the little girl, and as she turned, her long blonde hair glided across her back and shone like the sun at dawn. She was so beautiful. I wasn't. Mum and I were identical inside, but nothing like one another on the outside. Shame, really. I think I'd have looked quite good with blonde hair. Running, still running, down a corridor. Come to think of it, a very gloomy corridor. And yet, running, still running, down a corridor. Come to think of it, a very gloomy corridor. As you run, you can feel the walls closing in around you, whispering that you'll never get out and to give up. I just had to clear my mind and reach the door. 5 steps, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I was at the door. I went straight for the door handle. It turned and stopped. The handle just stopped turning. It was jammed, but I needed to get through it. I was grabbing at the handle, but it wouldn't budge, and I could hear it getting closer. I threw myself at the door, but it wouldn't open. I continued throwing myself against the grey metal door, which blended in so well with its surroundings, and I tried so very hard to ignore the growing pain in my left arm as it was repeatedly sandwiched in between me and the door. The door obviously hadn't been opened in a long time. In the short time I had to look at the door, I noticed a large amount of rust that could now be seen in the little light coming from beyond the door. I closed the door, and it seemed to tight quite shutly, perhaps tighter than it had been before. Problem was, I knew it would only take around 5 minutes for it to get in. All in all, the door would pose no problem. It would delay it for too long. It was a small room, probably about the size of 2 prison cells. It was very like a prison cell. A bunk bed with a couple of unbelievably dirty sheets on it. There was also a chair. It looked ancient. It had 4 rotting legs holding up a filthy woven seat. It was positioned underneath a tiny window. I would have been able to climb out of the window. If I'd stood on the chair and looked out, all I would have seen was ice. Ice that stretched across this whole planet, further than the eye could see. The room also contained a computer desk with a large computer sitting upon it. It all looked out of place. There it was, high-tech computer equipment, sitting on a brand-new oak desk. Contained in a room with a rotting chair and a dirty old bunk bed. There was something very strange about this room, and I wanted to get out. I needed to get out. The door had begun creaking at the weight being thrown against it. There had to be a way out because of the door being so rusty. There was no other obvious way of getting out, apart from where I'd come in.